It's working. It's working. It's working. We're live. And we start the way I like to start. I apologise for being 6 minutes late on, but we had problems going on air for some reason. Don't know why, don't know why. But here we are. And we'll start the way I like to start my shows. With a song, me, 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 me. Can you guess the name of the tune I'm singing before I finish it? Hey there! I'm on my way up, making it. Dun, 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 dun. I've got to make it show, yeah, hey. So much larger than life. Dun, 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 dun. I'm gonna watch it growing. Place where I come from is a small town. They think so small, they use small words. But not me, I'm smarter than that. I worked it out. I've been stretching my mouth to let those big words come right out. I've had enough, I'm getting out to the city, the big, big city. I'll be a big noise with all the big boys, so much stuff I will own. And I'll pray to the big God as I kneel in the big church, big time. I'm on my way up, making it big time. Oh yes, big time. I got to make it show, yeah, big time, big time. So much larger than life. I'm gonna watch it growing. My parties have all the big names, and I greet them with the widest smile. I'll be it's one big adventure, and they're always there amazed when I show them round my house to my bed. I had it made like a mountain range, with a snow white pillar for a big fat head. And my heaven will be big heaven, and I will walk through the front door big time. I'm on my way up, making it big time. Yeah. Big time. I got to make it show, yeah, big time. Big time. So much larger than life. Big time. I'm gonna watch it growing. Big time. Cars getting bigger. Big time. My house getting bigger. Big time. My eyes getting bigger. Big time. And my mouth. Big time. My belly's getting bigger. That's true. Big time. And my bank account. Maybe not. Big time. Look at my circumstance. Big time. And the bulge in my big, 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 big. There you go. That's your first torture done and out the way. My terrible singing. I was singing one of my favourite Peter Gabriel songs, Big Time. Yeah, I do apologise for that torturous moment there. Torturous, what a way to start the show, eh? What a way to start the show. 5 minutes late because of technical problems and my bad singing. Now, most things know my things come in threes. And yes, it is return of the it is a return. It is a return. It is a return. Oh, joke so bad they'll make it onto the Russ Abbott Madhouse show. That's how bad these jokes are. Real bad jokes. I've tortured myself finding these bad jokes. So let's see what you think. Let's see what you think of these bad jokes. Bad. How do snails fight? They slug it out. They slug it. Slug. They slug it out. This should be Roz sitting there so she can give you the looks and coming up with these jokes. A man walks into a bar carrying some tarmac. A beer, please, Barky. I want for the road. Okay. Did you hear about the Italian chef that passed away? He passed it away. He passed away. He passed it away. God, I know. What is the best way to carve wood? Whittle by whittle. Two guys walk into a bar. Third one ducked. I know these jokes don't get any better. How did the frog die? He committed suicide. There you go. That's what I think of those. I told you they were bad jokes. I warned you all. I did warn you and say these are bad jokes I was coming out with. So, welcome. Kachunga, everybody. Trev the Rev is here, and it ain't no vicar. Welcome to the show. You suffered with my singing. You suffered with my bad jokes. And now we can get on to the stuff that we're actually going on about. So, what a week it's been. What a week it has been. The week started with I'm a Celebrity finishing on Sunday. And the lovely lady who my missus picked to win. You see, when we always do it, we always, me and missus, we always pick one bloke and one female to that we think's got the best chance. And I picked Ian right. Ian right. And I picked Kate from Good Morning Britain. Obviously, they didn't win, and you know that. You know they didn't win. But my missus, she picked this bloke, I don't know who he is, and a woman from a soap. And I think the bloke was the rugby player she picked, and he was out first. I'm like, yes, you're going out first. And I got, yeah. And then my two went, and then hers went last. Now, actually, hers won it. Hers won it. Again, she's beaten me because she won it. She won it. I will say to my missus, she's, as you can see, she's not here. She's working late. Then she's going to a Christmas party. Christmas party, I don't know. Shouldn't be allowed unless it's where I work and we go bowling all the time. That's it. We should have a whole evening bowling. That was a good laugh. Apart from me going all over the place. Yeah, apart from so before I start babbling, I have to do my normal fancy words. If you enjoy the show, hit that like button. If you haven't done so already and you want to know when more things are coming out, please hit that subscribe. And when you want to know when they're coming out, you want to be told, ring my bell, ring my bell, a bing a dong, a ding a ling a ling. And to the second person that just flicked in, you'll be glad to know you've missed the bad jokes and you missed me singing. So all you got is the normal sane stuff. So you're quite safe. You are quite safe. There might be some mayhem going on because Gizmo is here on the window side behind me, so he may decide to join us. You know, that ringing cat is like, hey, you know, that kids like, I don't know, cats, who love cats? So, my original title was Mad Men Who Run the World. I thought it's quite apt because of what's going on at the moment. And as I said earlier on, unfortunately, I had problems going live today. For some stupid reason, YouTube wouldn't let me go live for about 5 minutes. I tried about 4 or 5 times to go live. And on the time I actually I took out Rule the World and just put Mad Men, it let me do it. I thought, really? really, it was a really moment, really moment. So I'm now on. I am now here to talk, here to think, here to sing. Well, not sing. I've sung and that didn't go well. Doesn't normally go well when I sing. Sing normally causes pain to others when they sort of flick in and see what I'm doing. But Mad Men who rule the world, rule the world. Mad Men who rule the world. Well, things started going mad in my eyes when, not Boris Johnson. What's his bloody name? Trump. Donald Trump became president of America. And I was thinking, really? I was thinking that. I was thinking, this ain't going to go good. And then, after taking the mickey out of America for having such a bizarre president, we had Boris Johnson signed in, who won in America, became Prime Minister over here. Now, that seems mad enough. But recently, here in the UK, we've had a second general election. And you never guess who won that. You will never guess who won the second general election. Boris Johnson. Yes, he's in again. We have to deal with Boris Johnson again. See how many broken promises. You see, I've quite often said I don't do politics, and that's not far from the truth. See, I'm not complaining. All I'm doing is exercising my free speech, my right to say what I feel I can say. Those who know me know I do not complain. I've never complained about anything that goes on around me. I don't complain about the state of the roads. I don't complain about the NHS. I don't. Really, I don't. And that's because I don't have the right to do so. Because at the general election, I didn't actually vote. Now, everyone hearing that's going to go, boo, 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 boo. You're right, I did not vote. Now, a lot of people, and I understand them saying that, I understand them going boo, boo, hiss, hiss, and all that jazz, because, it's we should vote, and I agree with that. But the problem is, I do not trust in any way, and I do mean in any way, politicians. I don't mean to seem sour. The problem is, in my eyes, when it gets to prime ministers and all that jazz, there's only ever going to be two parties that will be getting in to run England or Britain or whatever you call it, that Conservative or Labour. And the problem is the high. I'm not saying they're all bad, because they're not. I'm sure the local constabularies are as nice as sin and do their best to do what we want them to do. But the problem is, the higher you go up the food chain, the more corrupt they get. And by the time you get to where the politicians run the place, they're, in my eyes, they are corrupt. Now, the thing is, here's the example. I watch Good Morning Britain in the morning. I don't watch it because I like hearing the news, so I don't. I watch it because most of my stuff is done. I've still got half hour to go till I go to work, so I just watch that whilst I'm waiting to go to work. And this is on the run up to the voting, right? And they're trying to get Boris Johnson on for question and answers. Now, to me, that's a good idea. Someone, if you want to become prime minister or stay as prime minister, that's the sort of thing you need to look into doing, because that's how you get your word across. Yes, it may be hard work answering Piers Morgan's questions. It's hard work dealing with Piers Morgan full stop. But, what we got was Boris Johnson putting out milk bottles. And just to show he's as common as the rest of us. We know he's as common as we know he's common as Mark. We know he's an idiot. But the thing is, that was wrong. There's time and places for that sort of stuff, and that wasn't the time or the place he should have been on that show. His dad appears on the show, no problem. Was it? My dad can go on, but I won't, because you might tell me off. No, I'm sorry, you are wrong. This is why I don't vote, because they expect us to follow their choices, but they don't do the other way around. A good example, this was Brexit. We voted a little while ago. This is an example of the point I'm trying to get across. Brexit. Brexit. Now in England, I'm sure anybody who watches this video outside of England, Ireland, Scotland, or whatever, knows that a little while ago, the people who live in England voted. And I actually voted on this. I actually did vote on this about whether England or Britain should stay in Europe or come out of Europe. Simple decision. Now, for my personal reasons, I put my hand up and I voted to come out because I think we do need to come out. We will be better when we come out. We will be a better country when we come out. It will be tough to start with. We're not going to lose deals and stuff because you're not going to want to deal with us. We just won't be in their little safety hand in their grasp. You know, we'll be Britain again, how we should be. And we all agreed, it turns out, that the country decided by quite a majority that we wanted to come out. Now that's our choice. But up there, where they're all corrupted and all that, they decided that they didn't want to come out, and they're making excuses why we shouldn't come out. And you got one person in one hand saying yes, we're going to come out, and I can do all this, and the other people in the other hand saying no, you're not. They're blocking them as much as what they can, and it's not working. It's not working. Politics need to change. For me to vote and me to honestly get behind politicians, politics needs to change. It ain't working. The two main parties that run the place is not working. The government that is formed when someone wins prime minister should be a separate entity, away from Conservative. So, for example, Boris Johnson's now in. For me, my idea, someone suggested this to me, I think it's a good idea. He's now won it. He should now not leave, as in all overall. He can go back when it's all done, but he should leave the grasp of the Conservative Party, and he goes straight. There's no Conservative saying you need to do this, need that, or no Labour saying do this, do that. It's Boris Johnson's choice. He goes along. He will choose key members of who he wants to take with him from any political party, but they leave their party as well. And choices that need to be made, not the minor ones, but the major ones, like the NHS, like farming, like leaving Europe. This should go out to us. We and the people, they work for us. So we should choose what decisions we want to be done. Via the internet, for example, or by polling stations. There's plenty of ways it can be done. But they have to decide on the decision that we made as a majority. As a majority, yes. And if they don't, or they do something wrong, if they don't do what we want them to do, or they, as I said, they work for us. They do something wrong, they break the rules, they're out. No second, third, fourth, fifth, sixth, seventh chances. No getting the sack and getting all this money alongside with it. No, you're out. You can lose. You lose it. You're out. Yes, you can go back to your original party and do what they want you to do, but you're out of the actual main thing. You go back. That is my thoughts. That's how I think politics needs to change in that way. I'm sure some of you who watch this video right now think I'm wrong. If you want to tell me why I'm wrong, please leave me a message. I have no problem with that. As I said, this is my free will. This is my thoughts, and I have the right to those thoughts. So that's the negative. That's negative. That's the negativity out the way. The madness of this world. Johnson, blinking Corbyn, blinking. It's a mad, 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 mad world. It makes you think so good. Is that some kind of a blinking what's his name? Oh, Mel Brooks. It's like some kind of a Mel Brooks film, isn't it? It's funny. It sounds stupid. That's how I see it. Life at the moment is like living a Mel Brooks film for the reality. Absolutely madness. Absolutely maddening. It's a mad. It's a mad, 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 mad world. I bet Margaret Thatcher would be turning in her boots, seeing how things. See, at least Margaret Thatcher was. She may have made some wrong decisions or right decisions, but she stuck by them. There was no I mean, no, I don't know what she's doing is right or wrong. She stuck by whatever decision she decided to make. So, you know, as I said, I'm sure you may think I'm wrong. I'm sure you may think I'm right by my decisions, but these are my thoughts. About that note, we'll move away from politics now. Um, what we're going to say, I don't know. You see, I was hoping for a little bit of conversation backwards and forwards, but I haven't got that. But, things happen. Things happen the way it's supposed to happen. You don't know how it's going to happen. You don't know how it's going to happen. See? And let's go to Christmas. This is just around the corner. Yes. Christmas is just a few days away. It's a week and 2 days. And to me, being honest, Christmas isn't what Christmas used to be. I know it's different when you're a kid. When you grow up, it's different. For me, it's more about having the time off that we're about to have. I'm looking forward to a nice long week off. I was chilling out for a week. Um, there's been things going on at work that I can't really talk about because it's not fair for me to do so, so I'm not going to. But it's not the same. I mean, sometimes it was about family coming together, but for me, I see my family about a couple of times a year, and that's no one's fault. It's no one's fault. It's they go out their way to come down and see me when they can, but they're not well. They, it's a long way for them to come. Likewise, the only way we can get to them really is by bus or by train. That costs a frigging fortune. So, I don't have to. I'm just grateful that I get to spend my time off with my beloved because she's beautiful and anything else I can say. And I think you should wish Roz a happy birthday for a week last one. Oh, yes, it's yes, I'm playing with the camera. I'm playing with the microphone. So I've got this loyal viewer back. I'd love to know who this person is. I'm hoping this guy is going to tap in one day and say hello because I can find out who he is. Because I like to talk to my viewers. I like to have that conversation going backwards and forwards when I've got people watching. Doesn't always work, but sometimes it does. Um, and it goes quiet. It goes quiet. Quiet. I had a bit of good luck today. Well, it wasn't today, it was yesterday. Most people who know me, I collect Transformers. Transformers, more it meets the eye. I used to collect them a lot when I was younger. I'm about the original figures. But I'm slowly rebuilding my collection. Slowly, very, very slowly, because they ain't cheap these days. That's half the problem. I could only always get the British figures. I could never get the American or Japanese or until nowadays. Nowadays things have changed, and you can get these figures. Oh, can I put it? And through the post, there was always one. There's always a couple. For example, the Dinobots. You can always get Slurred Slag. Yeah, Slag, the proper name. Slag, not Slug. Slag. Um, Grimrock and Sludge. Snarl, sorry. But you can never get Swoop. You can never get Swoop or Straff, as it's now known, but no Swoop. You can never get him. You can never get him in the UK. So yes, to me, I can never understand that. Why the four? Why leave the fifth one out? To me, that's stupid. You know, you can get the complete set with all, uh, uh, but now, oh, there was a. It's like you could get the Decepticon communication officer sound with over here, like a blue Walkman. But the Autobots had a communicator called Blaster, and he was like a red ghetto blaster thing. And you couldn't get him over here. You could not get him over here. Well, now you can. Now you can. Because I got him. I got Blaster. Yeah. So yeah, he's come through. I've actually got coming in next week sometime. I am looking forward to this coming in because I said so. Yeah, I said so. So that's my good news this week. Of that, this will be the last time on a live feed that hang on 2 seconds. This is the last time you'll see me on a live feed with my hair. Because all this is coming off on Monday. All this is coming off Monday. There will be a video posted as it's been shaved off at work. And it will go on to YouTube at most probably, or hopefully can upgrade on the Monday. So you can also watch it come off. Yeah, so you can watch that come off. Oh, God, with that cough. Right, on that note, I will say farewell. I will say chip up to all you who have watched this video. I hope you enjoyed the show. If you got any remarks to what I was discussing, please leave me a note. I would love to hear from you. On that note, please hit that like button if you enjoyed the show. Hit that subscribe button if you want to join in. And ring that bell when you want to know when these videos are coming out. Chipping up, my friends. It's Trevor signing off, and I ain't no vicar. Bye bye.